So hey, I'm Scott. I live in downtown Oakland, California. It's actually been something I've been meaning to do for a few years. I've lived here since 2015, I think. When I first moved in, most of the apartment I think was in great shape, but the bathrooms were the one thing that I think needed to be updated. They seem pretty dated. And I finally decided to pull the trigger and actually do the project when the heater broke. And I had rigged it up with some jerry-rigged homegrown electrical work that a friend of mine pointed out to me was at very high risk of electrocuting me. And I thought, well, you know what? Now is probably the time to have a professional come take a look at this. I actually heard about Touch through one of the other people who lives in the building. I think the former condo board president used Touch Design for some work that he had to do in his apartment, and spoke very highly of the work that you all did. And so I took that recommendation. It actually was just the one recommendation. I had looked a little bit for service providers for some other work that I needed to do. I kind of needed an electrician at some point, and I think I found somebody for that. But yeah, I didn't really look too far because Touch was very responsive, and it seemed like a good fit, so decided to move forward. I would say that Felix's approach to the whole thing was exactly what I would have hoped for. Extremely professional, great communication. All of my questions and concerns were answered in a timely fashion, and I just think it went overall it went really smoothly, and I think that's because Felix is a professional and is a really thoughtful guy and a great communicator. Felix seems to have a really good crew of people. So like the guys who did the tile were awesome, and the guys who did the glass were awesome. One thing that was a little challenging was the vanity needed to be custom made because it needed to fit in a particular nook, and nobody makes something exactly those dimensions. And so having relationships with people like the woodworkers who made the vanity, that's a huge plus. It makes the whole thing a lot easier. And that guy also did some other great work. So like we made a mirror that matches the finish of the cabinet. I think that's gonna look really good. And we're gonna do the threshold that's sort of the same walnut style, which is really nice. Yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend Touch to somebody who's looking for somebody to do this kind of work, whether to remodel a bathroom or, this is not what I did, but might do it in the future, a kitchen or anything at all, really. I was really pleased with the way this all worked out.